On SNG Daily, here's a look at stories that are making headlines across the globe. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei has said Israel will be slapped for the bombing of its embassy compound in Syria. Iran holds Israel responsible for the strike in which 7 military advisors were killed, including 2 generals. He said, and I quote, "The Israeli regime fell into their own trap, which there is no saving from. And every day the Zionist regime in Gaza continues, it will be closer to decline and dissolution." Unquote. Meanwhile, the UN Security Council failed to condemn the strike in Syria as the US, France and the UK opposed a Russian-drafted statement. A reporter has questioned the spokesperson of the US State Department for America's silence on political prisoners in Pakistan. He said while the US was issuing multiple statements on the arrest of Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and the IT department's notices against the Congress Party, it had not given the same priority to politicians from the opposition in Pakistan who were thrown into jail, particularly female prisoners. Listen in to this exchange.
I would not agree with that characterization. We have made clear on a number of occasions that we want to see everyone in Pakistan treated consistent with the rule of law.
That they were targeted systematically, car by car. At the time, this looks like it's not a war against terrorism anymore. Seems this is a war against humanity itself.
Jose Andres has some harsh words for Israel. The celebrity chef and founder of World Central Kitchen lost 7 colleagues when Israeli airstrikes hit a convoy with his aid workers who shouldn't have been at risk in the first place. Now, he said that Israeli Defense Forces knew the movements of the convoy. He does not believe Israel's version that the strike was unintentional. Global leaders have condemned the deaths of humanitarian workers. Now, while Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese called Israel's explanation not good enough, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has called it unacceptable. Workers in Taiwan have started bringing down quake-hit buildings. Over 1,000 people were left injured after Taiwan's worst earthquake in 25 years tilted buildings. 9 people are reported dead. Many in the eastern part of Taiwan spent the night outdoors with more than 300 aftershocks. After the earthquake blocked off all their exit routes in this mountainous region, trapped mine workers were seen on drone footage and later rescued. Most people who were reported missing have been accounted for. It's been 75 years since the signing of the Northern Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, came into being. And NATO foreign ministers are in Brussels to mark the occasion. Now, NATO started with an initial membership of 12 nations from North America and Europe as a response to escalating concerns regarding the military threat posed by the Soviet Union to European democracies. Today, NATO has 32 member nations, with Sweden and Finland being the latest additions, joining in response to increased threat perception from Russia after it invaded Ukraine. This also comes at a time when concerns remain over how to help Ukraine. And the NATO General Secretary has proposed a fund of 100 billion euros over the next 5 years to support Ukraine's military.
We have addressed how to strengthen our support to Ukraine.
For more such videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the like button and follow for more.